Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Do They Miss You spread for my lovely, fantastic Capricorns. If this does not resonate with you and you like your own personal custom reading, please click the link in the description box down below. This is Book Your Own Personal Custom Reading. With that being said, and you happen to be new here and you enjoy the content that I produce, consider subscribing and joining the family. I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times in a row. If you didn't know, now you do know, and I genuinely hope you're having a wonderful day, night, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. So, let us begin. The first question that I'm going to be asking is, how do they feel about you? Alright, so let's get right into it. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Well, it seems like they're doing a lot of conversing with their friends. They're trying their best to try to get a different perspective on things here. They're mulling things over and, having meetings with their friends, if you will, to try to figure out, okay, what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I move forward with this? And essentially, they're just trying to gain a different perspective on things to move forward. So how do they feel about you? Well, they're mulling it over with other people. How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? Well, it seems like they're doing a lot of repetitive work, so it seems like they may be preoccupied with something else. This is representing, apprenticeship work and or, just schoolwork, essentially. So it seems like they're doing a lot of repetitiveness when it comes to long-term commitment, when it comes to themselves, and this is the main central theme. So interestingly enough, they may not be thinking about you in the situation too much. Because this could also be representing of meetings and, conversing businesses, like just business meetings and stuff like that. So the second card, or the third card, would really explain to us what's going on. So how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Okay, so definitely interesting here. They're trying to take a leap of faith towards something here. They're going towards new things and new opportunities and seeing what lays at the bottom of this cliff particularly. So what is this telling me in your situation? Well, it's telling me that they're conversing with individuals. They're, planning things out. They're having business meetings. They're doing a lot of repetitive work when it comes to their school work or, apprenticeship. And it seems like they're trying to take a leap of faith towards something new. So how do they feel about you particularly? I feel like they are kind of preoccupied with themselves, preoccupied with other situations, and I feel like they're also trying to move in a direction where they want to better themselves financially. So that's interesting enough. What are the blockages between you and them? 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 It seems like they or you or both of you are having issues moving into calmer waters. So it seems like you guys are having issues kind of letting go of things, moving past the situation and to finally, go into some type of calmer mindset here. As you can see, there's a lot of rocky waters here and there's a lot of thinking and contemplating going on. And in the blockage slot, I feel like it's definitely a blockage for you both to conquer. And let's kind of spread this out a little bit more again. What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? We have the King of Wands. So it seems like somebody is having issues being mature, being wise in their decision making when it comes to their passions. And so definitely seems to be a blockage between you and them. I feel like there's some type of disconnect here when it comes to maturity. And I feel like there needs to be some understanding and less playing around. This is also representing, on the positive sense, a natural born leader, but I feel like you guys are lacking the potential for each other. So what is this telling me? What are the blockages between you and them? Lack of maturity, lack thereof going forth and doing something, going and being positive with something. What's up? How are you doing? Okay. So, what are the blockages? Moving past things and, being mature when it comes to passions. It's a blockage for you both. And what else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages? The King of Swords, again, this is something, being wise with your decision making, being wise when it comes to, doing something. This is kind of like an accountant or somebody that really uses their head and uses their numbers and tries their best to see the perspective of things and, counteracts it and whatnot. So this is a blockage because I feel like you guys are having issues when it comes to being wise in your decision making with each other here. I feel like there's a lack there of communication happening because, swords are representing of communication and, moving forth with one another. And I feel like you guys need to kind of come together and have an understanding between each other, because right now I feel like there isn't an understanding. So what are the blockages? Moving past things, being wise when it comes to passions, and being wise when it comes to decision making and understanding each other. That is the blockages that you guys are both facing. Alrighty, so do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they feel bad? Do they want you back in their life? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Well, we have the Knight of Wands, so this is like kind of like a playboy energy here. This could also be representing of a fire sign energy, such as Leo, Aries, and or Sagittarius. I feel like they're kind of moving and doing whatever they want. I feel like they're kind of having this playboy energy. I feel like they're kind of just doing whatever and not really caring about anybody but themselves, honestly. So, do they miss you? I'm not really sure if they do, honestly. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Ooh, give this another go. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Queen of Pentacles. I feel like they're trying to be patient with their pentacles here. I feel like they're, really looking and mulling over things. And with that playboy energy, I feel like they're not quite ready to give their pentacle up. I feel like they're just like, really focused in on themselves. I feel like they're trying to, better themselves in the situation. And they're holding on to that pentacle instead of giving it. They're being patient with it, I guess is a good thing, of course, but at the same time, it's not necessarily, good for you. So, kind of overall, this reading seems like they're really focused and driven with their career. It seems like you guys are having a lack there of communication, and it definitely seems like they're kind of not focused on you at all. They're more focused on themselves, and they're focused on the pentacle that they want to, reserve for somebody else, perhaps. And do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? King of Cups. I feel like they're trying to be, wise when it comes to the emotional stability and whatnot. And, cups represents love, empathy, and emotion. Kings are always about being wise and trying to be mature with the decision making here. And in this case here, I feel like they do have some type of feeling of missing to a degree. I feel like they do kind of think about you occasionally, but at the most part, I feel like they're really self-driven. I feel like they're kind of moving in their own, to the beat of their own drum, and they're just doing whatever they feel is fit for them. And yes, they're trying to be wise when it comes to their emotions and, emotions of other people, but at the same time, I feel like they're just still kind of having that a little bit of a juvenile feeling to them. So, do they want you back in their life? Is it something that they want to do? Is it, having you back in their life will make them happy, etc., etc.? So, let's see. Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Ooh, interesting. We have the Ace of Cups. Ace is representing of an offering. Cups is representing of love, empathy, and emotion. So I do feel like they do want you back in their life. I feel like they, you had some type of impact emotionally on them. Definitely, as you can see, the cups here. It seems like they kind of, whilst they are kind of self-absorbed at this moment in time, I do feel like they kind of want you to have you in their corner so that they can, emotionally confine into you and be with you, and not be with you, but, really just rely on you emotionally here. Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? They are feeling a bit beat up and burdened about a couple things in the situation. I'm not necessarily sure, what happened, but it definitely seems from what I can read, what I can see, that they are, really beat up. They're really sad. They feel defeated in the situation. And this is kind of telling me a no. They want you emotionally around, but I feel like when it comes to actually keeping up with you and, really maintaining the relationship with you, I feel like they're not really quite interested in that. And I feel like it takes too much work for them to achieve that. And this is the main central theme. And do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Yeah, this screams immaturity to me here. We have pages, which is representing of messages, and swords, which is representing of quick, fast, sometimes even erratic behavior. There's a lot of clouded judgment happening here, and they're kind of swinging their sword around immaturely, like they don't really know what's happening or what they should do in their life. So I feel like they emotionally want you there, but they don't have the energy to really maintain the relationship, and they're acting out of immaturity instead of really thinking about it in a higher stance of mind, right? I don't feel like they're not really taking in consideration your feelings and thoughts and stuff like that. It's not necessarily, I feel like they're not doing it on purpose. I feel like they're just really driven with themselves. They're really trying so hard to like get farther in life, and I feel like they're kind of just acting rashly sometimes, and impulsively at times as well. So let's get some advice. Well, the first thing that popped out to me, literally popped out, is deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So essentially, it seems like there is some type of deception going on. It seems like you need to be really aware of the situation. Perhaps maybe you need to walk away from this person. It seems like there's a lot of toxicity happening between you and them. And honestly, if they're really focused on themselves, let them do their thing and kind of leave them alone, and maybe find somebody else to really put your time and effort into that will really be deserving of your love and whatnot. Not to knock on the other individual, but definitely seems like they're doing something else with their life and they're not too focused on other individuals. So be aware of the deception and keep your head held high. So with that being said, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see my videos and content like this one, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload my videos every single week. Here's some more videos over here that YouTube's recommended for you to go watch. Good luck in your endeavors and take care.